I was just wondering if the panel could offer a little insight into the safeguarding implications of maybe a 16 to 18-year-old apprentice. What kind of obligations, particularly under the new ISA, that creates?
I think there are two different categories. There's you as a training provider. So as a training provider, the requirements are going to be, for Catch 22, are going to be very different. Our expectations are going to be very different to you as an employer, where it's about you employing a 16 and 17-year-old. Clearly, depending on your business, those requirements are going to be stronger or lesser, depending on the business that you're in as a third sector organisation. In terms of safeguarding in the wider sense of the word, I think what we'd want from employers is to recognise that these are young people, especially when we're at the 16 and 17-year-old end of the range of apprenticeships, and to remember that in terms of the additional support, mentoring, and care and attention that they need. So I think that that's an important consideration outside of safeguarding. As the Apprenticeship Service, we're taking some advice at the moment in terms of safeguarding and the role, particularly of providers and of employers. But for employers, the advice we're have been given is that they're employees, and therefore it's whatever is required from them as employees, dependent on your business. So no additional responsibilities.
Yes, and I think, what we haven't actually said is a lot of employers get the view that, or often worry about with apprenticeships, the fact that they're going to have to get CRB checks for their entire workforce. And I've heard that quoted as a reason for not taking on apprenticeships. In the main, that is not true. There may be individuals and the way in which they're required to work with those young people where you would want them to have a CRB check. But in the main, it isn't true. And in the general activity that goes on in an employer's business, most interactions with those young people won't require the staff to have a CRB check. But of course, in the third sector and the services that you're delivering, that you may want to do that for your workforce anyway.